Hello, Starseeds and Lightworkers. Welcome to our channel. I'm Diana Relis, and in tonight's show, we have a collective oracle card that I drew before starting this transmission, and I wanted to bring this forward to you. This card is called Strength, and it's part of the Life Purpose by Doreen Virtue. So tonight's show, at its core, talks about your strength in overcoming and transmuting your challenges, in overcoming and transcending your own challenges, your own limiting beliefs, your own adversities, or the stories that you grew up with, that or lack of, or not being good enough, not being quiet enough, or not meeting the expectations of the matrix. We're bringing this into conversation because, as you know, we are course correcting right now our timelines, so we get on the train that leaves in November, the multidimensional train that leaves in November, forever separating itself from the lower frequencies timelines. And as you see, I have behind me our transmission channeled from my Aurora Guardian family that is connected to the Andromedan collective, soul collective, galactic collective, and is here to embody through the new host family, to host and support the ascension of you, starseed, of you, beautiful soul, of you, beautiful spiritual being, light workers, indigos, and support and guide your transformation, your growing, your phoenix, your inner phoenix taking off, right? Activating those light codes that you came with. And we have our DNA strand here, meaning that when you were born, you already knew who you're going to become. You already had encoded into your soul contract before you got born on earth, before your preconception. You chose your family, you chose your experiences, and it's all encoded, as we said, into your name. So let me introduce myself for the ones who don't know me, or for the ones who are just stumbling right now up on the channel. If this message please resonates with you, please like and subscribe and smash the like button and share with your loved ones. I am Diana Realis. I am Azurite, and I am a quantum transformational coach. I'm an indigo child, and a Blu-ray specifically came here on a mission to provide guidance for a reunification of all disparate factions, spiritual factions, to reunite all starseeds. And our goal is to create and build a collective of 1 million starseeds collective, that we are one. We love under the law of one. We are looking at a beautiful future with our new crystalline bodies, with our new crystalline earth. But it's very important, and I cannot emphasize strong enough, that we have an emergency and emerging a set of stationary horizon events as triggered by the encoded hacked viruses that we have encoded into this matrix, and these are meant to come online, literally when I say online, like happening on in the 3D matrix of timeline apocalyptic events, right? If you look around, if you listen to the news, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you look at the collective in the 3D matrix, then you know something is off, right? We have so many things happening and they all converge for this fall in 2023. So then this transmission, this specific transmission for tonight, where one is encouraged and guided to one honor Starseed, honor your strength, honor the strength you've tapped into your entire life. Honor that strength, honor that ability, and that your resilience and your higher knowing, um, walking in faith, literally walking in faith, knowing that there's a higher, better timeline for yourself. There's something better out there for you. So the Aurora transmission then tonight emphasizes honoring your strength, honoring your guidance system, your compass that you have been using so far, and use this strength to further self-actualize yourself in an accelerated way using the Accelerated Ascension Plan B that uses the Maharic shield. Internet transmissions, Aurora's channeling that to course correct your timeline at a fastest rate on a daily basis, you need to activate your Maharic shield to embody that light tunneling that is truly a scalar wave that is creating a vortex around you. And I invite you, if this resonates with you, I'm creating a group specifically for how to activate further to activate the Maharic shield and use it on a daily basis. Find learning step by step, but also find shortcuts to it and how to use it, right? In case of an emergency, right? If we're in traffic, for example, or if like something happens, we're in a subway and then something is happening. We run into strange people and strange frequencies, then you need to activate your Maharic shield. Let me explain to you what the Maharic shield is. The Maharic shield is has been channeled by Doreen Ashina. Sorry. The Maharic shield has been channeled by Ashina Dean in her work of Ascension mechanics and has been publicized in the Voyagers, in her book series, The Voyagers. Of course, if you are interested in understanding more and reading more of these documents, then I invite you to direct message me in the comments, and I can help you, guide you towards the free PDF files for the Ascension mechanics in the Voyagers that have been provided for free by Lisa, who's also working with Ashina Dean. Otherwise, the Ascension mechanics, the Voyagers work channeled by Ashina Dean goes under with high prices, very high prices on Amazon, or you can find it on eBay at $1,000 or $500, $900. It's very sought after, and it has not been reprinted. So in tonight's transmission, Aurora wants you to know that for you, in order to activate your Maharic shield, which is this little rectangle I drew here, and then to represent it, of course, And I drew a little squiggly line to represent the scalar waves that these multidimensional universes, the harmonic universes, have encoded and function through light and sound, encoding themselves into the organics, into the inorganics, into the everything that's being materialized in a holographic way, right? Through our perception, how we're perceiving things, and then how we are uh, mirroring back to the world, creating the hologram, the illusionary um, things that are around us. Right now, if you know of people who live in on a very low physical dimensionality, just only interested in, their day-to-day job, and just, they're very angry, and, a lot of using a lot of violence, and not asking more questions about this life, not being interested in showing love or self-expression, then they do leave. Those people are the matrix people, and the agent Smith right there that has from the matrix, that functions at very low frequencies in the first harmonic universe. The Maharic shield is actually it's a disk of light and sound frequency that is connecting to the Mother Earth, to the Earth chakra core, and it's right, the Maharikshi is right underneath your feet, and it's connecting itself through your Hara line all the way through your soul star chakra, which is about 36 inches above your crown chakra. So it functions really in such a way that activates and reconnects you to Mother Earth and to your galactic self of higher dimensionality. And what it does, it infuses in a scalar way, infuses your own personal blueprint, your own tree of life, and start your Merkaba field in such a way that it creates a cylinder of liquid light crystal plasma around you, and infusing all your neurons and all your circuitry in your circuitry board, and your channels, your neuron channels and electrical channels in your body, with this light, recreating your crystal template, rebuilding a new architecture in your body, in your inner organs, in your system, in your skin. People who have practiced using the Maharic shield have mentioned that they seem to feel younger. The face stars look younger. So through regenesis, they are going backwards and activating those phantom strands of DNA that we've been told they're junk DNA, but we know better, and through epigenetics. And this is why I do have our DNA strands interwoven in a scalar way, for you to remember that we, through epigenetics, through using our emotions and limiting beliefs, or in transcending the limiting beliefs, using our emotions and beliefs and imagination, we are recreating, we're recoding our DNA, we're recoding our life, we're recoding who we are beyond who we thought we were. And that happens at each nanosecond, happens all in the same time, in the now. Your best version of yourself is right here, right now, next to you. You just happen not to see it because It's separated through a magnetism that is at a quantum level invisible to you. You're sitting right now and watching this show, listening and hearing, maybe having your tea or your cacao, or like, or you listen to music when you're done walking or jogging, yeah, jogging, or taking care of the kids, or right there is another version of yourself that's the highest version of yourself, the highest, most potential, best version of yourself, right? And that is very important for you to have then as a coach or as a healer. Is very important to convey this message to your clients, to convey this quantum multidimensionality message to a client and give them the right tools beyond just your healing that you're doing with them, being a Reiki coach or a Reiki healer or shamanic healer or a coach or mindset coach or manifestation coach or a teacher or mom or whatever your job is. But there is more to the surf, there's more to this package that you brought to life that is in you, encoded, is just waiting to be activated. Therefore, we invite you to come over to our Starseed Arc to 5D Freedom in our private group on Facebook, where we're exploring more of these decoding and recoding and using the 5 pillars to self-actualization, to bring yourself further up, to own your light, to grow out of your own ashes like the phoenix. The Maharic Shield is so important because it enables you to stay in your highest frequency timeline. All right. This is very important, especially if you're a coach or a healer or a mom and you're in charge of your own collective and you're helping your collective, right? You have your community of like-minded people who are the ones you're serving further from your service. They need to know that as well. And I invite you to come on over if you are and stay on this channel, like and subscribe, of course, and come on over to our Facebook group and pay attention to the new groups that are going to be built, where we invite you to have a challenge for recoding, right? Decoding and recoding and using the Maharic Shield in the same time to activate your being at the highest level. How does it look like? Probably you're asking, okay, fine, Maharic Shield and everything else, and it's all hunky-dory, and woohoo, our family and loved ones, they are saying, oh my gosh, you girl, you lost your mind, and I have no idea what you're talking about. And they ask, okay, so what's a starseed, and what's that shield doing, the liquid plasma light and all that, and what do you mean by all this? Well, I'm going to give you an example that you can maybe take it to your community and explain to them, okay, what it's all meaning. Let's pretend let's step into the mind frame of a parent. For example, if you're a mom or a dad, or if you have a furry baby, step in that mind frame of the caretaker, right? You're having your people that you're taking care for. Well, as a star seed and as a light worker, and as a strong empath, your inner guidance and compass guides you always to help the people around you, right? To interfere and to help them be better and be happier, right? We wouldn't be able to do that if we wouldn't be already having begun our work of self-actualization, right? Like where we feel from our heart, we speak our truth, we own our truth, right? We use our intuition. So you already function at higher levels already. Imagine you have your little baby, your child, your toddler, right? Let's say you're toddler, and they're like having a tantrum. I was like, oh my gosh, and they're crying and crying, they're upset and crying, right? So then you say, oh, it's okay, sweetie, I'm so sorry you feel that way, right? Or maybe your teenager, whoever, you just, you refer back to your own experiences. And let's say you have something for them, right? You give them a hug, or grab a treat for them, or something that they especially like, and you see them finally, getting out of their tantrum or of their sadness or depression, right? And emerging back to you, with a glimpse in their eye, with a sparkle in their eye, and you feel that they feel better, right? You see them smiling, you see them lighting up, right? This is how we know the difference between a fake smile and the true, real, joyful, happy smile. It comes from the inside, right? How we've been told that, oh yeah, smiles are, it's just our muscles moving. Well, sure, but there's something else behind it that supports, that's connected to the source, that makes them smile, makes them happy. That is how activating the Maharic Shield will look like. It creates that surge of energy inside that makes you smile, makes you feel happy and lighter, and just feeling like, this world is a good world, and I'm going to do everything I can to be of service to my fellow star seeds and my fellow light workers, to be able to put them on a higher timeline, right? Make them happier, because if they're happier through the law of resonance, and it'll attract something better to them more and more. So you can see how then the Maharic Shield is really a reconnection to the Earth core, and your higher realms, to the multidimensionality, your own multidimensionality, reaching into the higher harmonic universes, right? And what it does, it activating the Maharic Shield on a daily basis is actually the new Ascension Plan B. The first Ascension Plan, as it was presented by Ashinadin in the Voyagers through the Ascension Mechanics, through her channeling, that first Ascension Plan that was using accessing higher dimensions through portals on different layouts on the Earth, those have been hijacked. The stargates that are at certain specific places on the planet, those have been hijacked by the Archons. Therefore, those stargates have been closed. There is no way to go through them, and the new accelerated ascension Plan B is activating our Maharic Shield, which is right here, that functions on a scalar wave, tri-wave, where it contains sound and light, and activates the light codes that are deep integrated in our cellular, quantum DNA almost, even further in than the quantum, like on a very, very finite grid that we've been building our template on, which is the template being our human being, right? With its aura and our thoughts, and the all this energetic auric biofield that we are the owners of. However, we've been hijacked. So therefore, all this knowledge, then, of course, darling starseed, you will not hear it in schools. You're not learning in first grade, nor in kindergarten, nor in college, as presented by the governments, by the matrix, the establishment. And we're here to say, and I'm here as your guide, then to say, you must know these mechanics. So then you as a healer and a coach can take it further to your loved ones or your clients and say, there is more to my job here than just, doing a Reiki or a soul extraction as a shaman, or just, maybe herbs, right? Either way, in any capacity that you're doing your work, even as a mom or as a dad or as a teacher, or wherever you are constantly transmitting like an antenna. You're receiving and transmuting what you're receiving and retransmitting, recreating your reality as you go. You're literally a ninja, darling. You're a ninja on high light, pulsar light steroids. And you are here to do exactly that. Sure, be you. But you need to know, being you, what kind of gift you have as especially as a coach, as a mentor to other people, as your own leader of your own tribe, right, in capacity of a healer or as a coach. So then the Maharic shield, when it connects to the Mother Earth, to the Earth chakra, it activates the 13th pillar of Mother Arc, which is part of the Blu-ray foundational founder flame, part of the the three flames that are the core of the creation. Okay, you could say it's a trinity of, and therefore, that concept, that archetype has been taken then, inserted in all these religions, right? And there is a truthful that, however, the application of that channeling and knowledge has been, the application has been taken out, a bunch of tools have been taken out and hacked. So by the time you're actually taking the knowledge, your inner knowledge, and the way you know how to do things, by the time it reaches your client, it loses its original essence. And we don't have a spiritual community. We don't really have any guidance system or I would say like a body of knowledge that we're applying, right? There, it's very, whatever we're doing, it's divided based on, Reiki. What are you doing as a healer, right? You're doing Reiki, or you're doing shamanism, or you're doing only herbal medicine, or you're doing, mindset coaching, or emotional, or you're a psychologist, or right. So the only, after my old 10 years of deep research, I found the only terminology and template, an archetype that really supports all this work of all coaches out there, all shamans, all healers, all faithful people, Christians, all Wicca people, the Druid community or the shamanic community. It is also all their work is just little fragments of the original blueprint. This is why I say I feel my mission is here to guide you, to present to you that no matter what kind of coach you are, or healer, shaman, or a mom, or a teacher, if you're in charge of helping other people as a collective, then you need to know that there's more to your profession that you chose, and you need to convey that to your clients. And in this respect, then us mentors and leaders at the forefront of the spiritual community, we need to have and bring awareness to the fact that the Maharic Shield, I mean, that is the Ascension portal. The Ascension portal right now has been moved as a plan B by using the Maharic Shield, the Mother Arc Blu-ray Founder Flame, as the one part of the Ascension model. And I invite you then to reconsider that. Then if you know what, so in your name it's already encoded as you, and if you need to understand more about it, look at our former shows and former transmissions. But your name, you're coming here on the planet already as a soul, choosing a contract, making a contract with your future self, that in the quantum field, in the informational conscious field, it's already there, right? There's no past, there's no future. The only truth is the now moment. Everything else is an illusion per quantum mechanics. And we need then to apply all that in our jobs, right? In your field of work. You need to be aware of that and apply it. And in your name, when you're coming to the planet, you already, as a star seed, as a light worker, as a star seed, you chose your path already. So in your name, then it's encoded as in your name as it was presented at birth, right? You chose your name per sound and vibration, because everything is vibration. You already know that, starseed. Well, then you already know, once you decode your name, you have your challenges, physical and spiritual, already encoded. You have your talents already encoded, physical and spiritual. You have your goals that you chose before you incarnated on this plane. So you have your physical goals established already, and you have your spiritual goals established. And by the time you actually put all this in the vortex, there's a formula that I'm here to teach you. And if you're interested in that, we're going to have a course coming up in end of summer, decoding your name, recoding your name. So decoding and recoding, recalibrating your name. And this is very important work, because you need to be able to ascend, not just doing your Maharic shield and maintain it, not just teaching other people, all this that's behind the veil, all this awareness that's behind the veil, behind your work that you do with your clients, but also help your clients doing their self-actualization. So then you know your soul path, your blueprint, and it can be recoded, because nothing is set in stone. You can recode your own DNA. Therefore, you can also recode and rebuild a new architecture on top of what you chose. If you have something that you chose that doesn't really resonate with you anymore because you've changed, then there's a method through formulas to actually recalibrate your new soul path to match with your new vision. And your new vision changes. It has changed, perhaps, because you're an organic being, because you're evolving. We're moving into such higher speed right now. We have so many. And Starseed, please, if you feel that way and this resonates with you, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you click the bell to get all our notifications. Come on over to our private Facebook group, Starseeds Arc to 5D Freedom, activating your light and love, and your priestess or priest of conscious sacred wealth, sacred abundance that we will need on the new earth. We need all of you on the new earth. So you then take your ownership of your gifts and talents and further go out to your clients. So, with all that work, then you are jumping timelines at higher speed. We have so many pulses of pulses of light from the galactic universe. And I drew here in the back, as you see right here next to the phoenix, I drew our central sun, the Alcyon star from the Pleiades star, and that our sun and our solar system revolves every 26,000 years around. And we're back to that sector of the galactic of the universe where we are in our world. We are at the moment in time where we are receiving a whole bunch of very accelerated pulses of high energy, of exotic energies that you need to be aware of. So perhaps you've heard about, right? The Schumann resonance goes off the charts, right? We have, our the timelines of the apocalyptic codes are, the 9/11 and the apocalyptic codes are clicking, inching closer and closer to the end, right? Like we're listening on the in that harmonic universe. In that harmonic universe, you are looking at a total, completely nuclear meltdown on this planet. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. And why? Because you can say, well, I'm just doing my job, right? I'm a Reiki healer, and that's great. I'm doing my Reiki healing. That's great. But are you aware that you've been hijacked? That there is so much in our matrix, so many codes are running in reverse of the true organics, in reverse, in a Bioveca system, that if you're not aware of it, you might be stuck still inside the matrix, not able to ascend. So for all those healers and shamans and coaches out there, and medicine women, medicine men, and yoga teachers, I invite you to consider that your work, your clients deserve for you to have this kind of awareness when you're working with them. Okay, my goal is, one, to put all of us together. My goal is to have hashtag 1 million Starseeds collective, so we can actually work in unison together as a collective to separate faster our timelines and to make sure that we're on the high timeline and not on the apocalyptic timeline that we're all kind of being pulled into, right? Descending vortex. And I'm here to say that I'm here, your mentor and your guide. I'm losing my voice. So I invite you to watch for our new shows that are coming online. We're talking more about, we're going to have a private group about the Maharic Shield, where we're going to activate the Maharic Shield and use a course correct mindset frame, course correct timelines with activating mindset and belief systems that are in resonance with the Maharic Shield and with the Mother Arc pillar, the 13th pillar of ascending. And then please join our Facebook group, Starseeds Arc to 5D Freedom, and make note of the programs that will be soon coming online, mostly towards the end of the summer. And look for our work, and I invite you to bring your light online. Rise like the phoenix from your ashes. Spread your wings. Be aware of the traps that have been set be aware of what the matrix is doing to keep us stuck in, or what Agent Smith is all the time at work, right? And let's make a plan. Let's make a morning routine together of how our morning should be looking like, so it serves the entire spiritual community, everybody applying their own way, of course, but still the message is still the same. At the core, the essence is the same. So, beautiful souls, I'm Deanna Realis, and I hope that this message resonates with you. Smash that like button, share our message with your loved ones, and consider honoring your time, consider honoring your clients by upgrading your services to them with the new awareness and recoding of items, decoding, first of all, what you have at hand. What's your gifts? What are your challenges? How are you actually transmitting those challenges? What are those? Finding out what your true soul path is. Realign that soul path, recode it, and stay tuned with when we're going to have the services ready, available for you. So until then, Sai Ashanti, many blessings, many things in Lemurian, and I hope that this Aurora transmission, as channeled from the Aurora Galactic family, channeled from the Andromedan host families that are hosting right now our Ascension Earth, I love you all, and remember your strength. Honor your strength that you had, your resilience that you had that brought you to this moment in time, and take it further. Honor it and consider learning more, apply more, and accelerate your timeline, because the archons are waiting at the door, darling. They are not done their work, and I invite you to serve high above, and high above the waves, darling. I love you all. Much love.